And Patrick Richard says, bring it on, boys.
Yeah, this is a great event. We got a lot of top drivers, really deep field, 60 cars, anybody can win. It's exciting. I mean, the first stage I had butterflies, and I talked to Alan. I said, "Are we going to go crazy, or are we going to take it easy?" Because last year we wrecked the car before the first service, so took a bit of a cautious approach, but it's paying off in spades now, and hopefully we'll be there at the end.
Max Riddle knows what's at stake on these roads.
On this rally, the common collective attitude is it's a major benefit because the roads are so technical and there's a lot of big errors, and if you push too hard or you get too aggressive, you can get caught out really easily. So it's working out really well. It's got us to this point and hopefully a lot further.
Paul, we're about to find out if Riddle has the answer. Look at all the people now at the Iron Bridge stage.
Richard is leading the field now, but this stage is hugely competitive.
All right, we're coming up to the split, right at the base of the bridge. Richard hits it at 3:43.4.
That's nearly a record time. Richard and Aquil are right on the edge.
So he knows that his American counterpart is getting settled into a rhythm, and he'll fight for every kilometer. Just look at the fans. They love the Rally of the Tall Pines.
Iron Bridge rivals Clay or the jump at Beta Chaleur for the number of fans.
All right, here we go. Last 100 meters. And Richard clocks in 4:11.5.
I thought we did that better.
It felt a lot better, yeah.
Did we ever thread the needle on the jump?
Yeah, Jesus.
Like that.
Those are big plugs.
So Richard posts a blistering time through the stage. Now let's see if what David Higgins can do as he comes up to the split. 3:42.8, so he's faster than Richard.
The Rally America champion's last adventure in Canada was at Rally International de Quebec in 2003 when he was driving for Mitsubishi. His efforts ended with a crash while fighting for the lead.
So he may be trying to finish something that he started 8 years ago. Coming up to the flying finish. Higgins will stop the clock. Look at 4:11.5 is the time to beat. Comes up 4:11.5 as he ties Richard through the spectator stage.
With Lestage out, Crazy Leo is solidly in third. His conservative pace paying off.
All right, let's see how his time compares to the bridge at 3:48.1. So still 5 seconds off the pace.
I'm actually happy to see that, Vic. Leo has fallen victim to the adrenaline rush before, what we call the red mist. We both know that Leo can just about match the champion's pace on maximum attack, but big risks are involved. His maturity is showing through the discipline required to maintain a more conservative, sustainable pace.
Well, boy, he looks fast and smooth through the corners. Let's go now. 4:16.2.
It's going to be much slower because of the soft stuff, but well driven.
Paul, it looks so as if Nick Narini, though, is having some problems.
They've obviously hit something, and their right front tire is shredded, and we're only 8Ks into a 28K stage. They're going to have to change it out, and it's going to cost them a lot.
And so with Narini bleeding time, Synchro Autosports' Simon Lonzier moves up to 10th place with Anton Lestage out. They're Mitsubishi's best hope of securing the manufacturer's title.
Team Swap Shop's Bruno Carré is right behind the Narinis in the running order, and this could be his chance to move up.
Looks like Narini's still trying to get that tire swapped, and Bruno Carré moves past them into 4th place. Come on, guys. You can get that tire changed.
These roads are some of the most challenging in the championship, but Max Riddle is undeterred, battling fellow young gun Hugo de Grenier with only seconds between them.
And Paul, do they have that tire changed yet? Riddle sweeps past Narini, moving to 6th, but Narini finally has it mounted and getting it into gear and off the jack, and finally. So Narini's flat costs him big minutes, but the big news is both Pat Richard and David Higgins had punctures too, and that puts Crazy Leo into the lead. Coming up, the teams face the most challenging stages.
The Hastings stages are pretty tough, and I think you need to do them a few times before you can go really hard on it.
Then if I break the car or go off, there's a big Jamaican guy who's going to kick my ass.
It's all or nothing for Crazy Leo when we come back. Welcome back to the Rally of the Tall Pines here on TSN. The sun is setting, which means the teams will now be heading into 2 loops of the most challenging stages of the rally. The Canadian Rally Championship on TSN is brought to you by Subaru, confidence in motion, and by Yokohama Tires. Now you've got control. So fighting to make back the time they lost due to a flat tire, Patrick Richard is on maximum attack, Paul.
The Hastings stages have more jumps than some entire rallies. Just listen to how many times Alan Ockel says jump in his notes.
40, 6 left plus the jump 40, jump 160, jump 160, big jump in, keep way left, don't cut over big jump, 40, 6 right.
So for those keeping score, that was 6 jumps in less than 20 seconds. That is a roller coaster.
And brutally hard on the car. That's it. Sounds like Richard's transmission just let go. That's the end of their season.
That's 2 champions out with gearbox failure.
Okay, I'll get the triangle.
Sorry.
It's okay.
With Richard out, David Higgins now moves up to 2nd, and he's now trying to claw back time from Crazy Leo.
Higgins is putting pressure on Leo, and you'd better believe he's doing it on purpose. You don't become a champion without understanding tactics, and he knows that Leo is still relatively young and passionate as a driver. He's probably hoping to provoke Leo into making a mistake, but if Leo keeps his cool, he should be able to hold off Higgins. He has a long way to go yet.
70, cut right 10 over small crest, 30.
And can you believe it? The Battle of the Hastings stages has claimed another victim, Max Riddle, who managed to keep his cool through most of the season. Finally pushed a little too hard, Paul, crashed heavily on stage 9. He was taken to hospital. Thankfully, we can tell you he's okay, and we look forward to having his promising young driver back out on the stages in 2012. So with Richard and Riddle out, Higgins closes in on Crazy Leo, and Losier moves up into 6th, now in position to win the manufacturer's title for Mitsubishi. It's the last service of the year. The veteran and the young gun are ready to square off.
The Hastings stages are pretty tough, and I think you need to do them a few times before you can go really hard, and then just them. Then there's other ones I was going too quick and then having to scrub off speed to sort it out again. So you need some experience for them.
And Leo knows what the mission is.
Okay, it is very hard to drive now, knowing that I have to back off and save the car and things like that. So now it's harder, but then if I break the car or go off, there's a big Jamaican guy who's gonna kick my ass. So.
Sounds like Leo is feeling the pressure, though.
Vic, this is it. Starting this season with a crash at Rally Personnage, Leo made the decision that it was time to get serious. He's worked hard to shed the brash energy that caused so much calamity last season, replacing it with determined, level-headed focus. With David Higgins hot on his heels, this is the ultimate test of his newfound maturity.
Bruno Carré endures to the finish, claiming yet another podium for Team Swap Shop, with Simon Losier of Synchro Autosport grabbing 6th place and the Manufacturers' Championship for Mitsubishi.
The Zedro brothers are out with mechanical trouble, and Wyatt Knox held off Dylan Van Way to win 2-wheel drive in his Ford Fiesta R2.
And so now here he comes. It is maximum attack. David Higgins taking huge chunks out of Leo's lead, trying to intimidate the rising star by chasing him down.
Leo is refusing to be provoked. An entire season's worth of hard work is coming down to this, the last stage of the season. If he can keep his cool and make it to the finish, he might be able to hold off Higgins' attack.
Only a couple of 100 meters to go for Crazy Leo.
I think we did it.
They've made it to the finish, but we won't know if it was enough to secure the win until Higgins checks in and gets his time.
Yes! 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 Nice one!
Yeah, I guess it pays off to be smart sometimes and not crash on the second stage, doesn't it?
You don't hear me speechless too often, but I think this is the one time you're going to hear me speechless. This is such a tough rally. You've seen all the cars that broke here. Big thanks to CanJam for giving us a car fit to last 200 Ks of this forest, and this man for keeping on the road.
Crazy Leo earns his first national victory flanked on the podium by David Higgins and Bruno Carré.
And with the points he earned today, Leo actually finishes in second in the championship ahead of Patrick Richard. Amazing work for the young privateer. Stuart Ho and the boys at Can-Jam have got to be proud of him.
And in fact, there are rally fans across the country who are too. Crazy Leo has been working toward this goal an entire season, and it finally pays off here on these challenging roads, the last event of the year. It's a wonderful way to cap off the rally season. And now on behalf of Paul Chater and our entire crew, thank you for joining us, the Canadian Rally Championship on Canada's sports leader, TSN.